Tell me when to go, baby.
Yeah, next installment of our Fake Deep series, and it's a tough one.
That shit was so bittersweet, bro.
Bro. Yeah, we're reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy
They
Volume
fucking
3.
splatter Rocket's brains, and that shit ends up on the fucking camera screen. Sick ass shot by James Gunn.
Can we start off with that, please? The amount of stuff that not only Marvel, the MCU, let James Gunn put in this movie, Disney is insane. Some of that shit was way too dark for like kids in the theater to be watching low key.
Yeah.
Bro, the spoilers ahead. The fucking High Evolutionaries face-off thing
skinned
is
off.
insane.
Oof. Yeah, obviously spoilers. I hope you guys know when we do fake deeps, there's spoilers. Sorry, like that's the point. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, bittersweet, man. Well, I want to start saying that it's bittersweet. The movie itself was bittersweet, obviously, because it was a finale. But you know what else it was to me? It was bittersweet because I know like that one. Like I say, even though this is a Marvel MCU, it's an MCU. This didn't feel like an MCU film.
Exactly.
In the best of ways, but it also reminds you that everything else isn't this quality anymore.
Yeah, that's another big thing. Yeah, of how people were saying, and I agree, that this is the best movie that's come out, a Marvel movie that's come out since Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go with that 100%, even over Spider-Man and its nostalgia feels.
I thought Black Panther was good. I didn't think that was bad by any means, but I wouldn't put it up there with this. But this is like up, like we'll talk about it later where we like rank it and stuff and how we feel about the Guardians trilogy and stuff. But it was definitely a.
But you want to talk about the filmmaking, bro?
Yeah, I want to talk about the film itself.
The script,
man,
screenplay.
Where do we start?
How James Gunn's do?
Beautiful screenplay, man. The story was so well executed. Rocket's story is easily one of the best, if not a top 3 character arc in all of Marvel. And everybody else, so is the thing. Like, even though Rocket and Star-Lord were the main focuses of this movie, like they did good for Drax. They did great for Nebula.
Gamora.
Mantis, Gamora.
Yeah, everyone came full circle. Huh?
Everything. He tied everything up perfectly. The pacing and the sequencing of this movie was amazing.
While we were watching the movie, I kept looking over to Hyder and be like, bro, who the fuck thinks of that? There was so much detail when it comes to, I feel like we're ranting, but I think we should give him his props. Like to the, for example, the set design or the logistics of how the ship would work or something like that. You know, like it was just insane, especially when they're on that bio planet.
Yeah. Or anytime they had to get on the ship to get anything done there.
High Evolutionary's thought process, you know, behind his experiments.
He wrote a great villain.
Oh my God.
Great villain.
What a great actor, man.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his name. I'm not even gonna try.
Obviously, the acting was great.
All around, huh? You would say?
Yeah, his use of the soundtrack.
Oh my God! Best one?
Score,
best one out of the 3?
Yeah, 100%.
Even over the first?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first one was great, but this was just.
You know why though? Because it's closer to us, our time. So that we have more, I guess, like memories with those with those songs specifically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Of course, we were 2000s kids.
Yeah.
He made a comic book movie. Like this was for real a comic book movie, but the cheesiness, the corniness, because every comic book movie is gonna have it. Like there's gonna be cliches.
Yeah. What'd you think about the comedy?
It was just very well done, bro. Like it was just well done. He did the comedy. It hit. Fucking Drax's dry, stupid humor.
Rocket is amazing.
Chris Pratt's bro, his visual, like his facial expressions were fucking top notch. Nebula killed it with that too.
A lot of people were bringing up cinematography, that it was good. What'd you think about it?
It was solid.
I feel like it moved like Peacemaker.
It was good. It felt like a lot like Suicide Squad too. A lot like Suicide Squad.
How about
a lot of slow mo? A lot of slow mo.
The action sequences.
Especially the last one,
bro.
And then the one when they were in Orcorp too. But the last action sequence,
the one when they beat what's his fool's ass too, is pretty cool. They're like tossing him around.
That might also be a top 3 one in the MCU. Like One of my favorites is Cap and Iron Man and the Winter Soldier and Civil War. I love that one. When they're just going back and forth.
Because it's just 3 of them.
Yeah. But bro, even the use, dude, his use of like the music was insane.
Perfect on spot.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn.
He's incorporating it into the you know what? It's not just like a background song. The characters are listening to the music. Yeah. That's so smart.
Well, yeah, he put the headphones on.
Yeah.
That shit was so fire. Dude, the Rocket story was sad. Like for anybody that watches this, that's the main emphasis of this movie is Rocket's story, and that shit is so sad.
Yeah.
It's so well fucking done.
I teared up. Like, my eyes got watery. But I didn't cry. But still, I was like, those moments, especially, like, when he's on the verge of dying, you know?
Yeah, that shit's not for kids, bro. When they fucking shoot the otter, bro, no way.
That's so sad. The High Evolutionary, what a great villain, by the way. I would. People were saying they're putting him up above Kang. What do you think about that?
If we're going one-off, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Just in a one-off, he was just...
And he is going to be one-off, huh?
Yeah, literally. They always kill them, bro.
No, I meant...
Jonathan Majors. Yeah. Well, we don't know that yet.
Damn. Good luck to you, brother.
Shout out to James Gunn. He gets all the credit in the world for this.
Fucking killed it, man.
I was actually reading a whole story about just like how he got the job, how he lost the job, and how he got the job again.
And now he's losing it again.
How literally every single one of the cast members like went to bat for him.
They adore him, bro. Even in the behind the scenes, like they look like they have a lot of fun.
A lot of them are leaving with him. We're not leaving with him, but they're gonna do projects for him over at DC. Bradley Cooper said he'll follow him anywhere. Batista, obviously, because especially for Batista, like. He gave him a chance. Yeah. That was like his first big role.
A lot of them. Chris Pratt too.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt in an interview said that he, after this role in Guardians, he's never auditioned for any roles that he's been in, which is fucking insane.
Hey, I was reading that same article. I'm going to send it to you. It's pretty dope. He bombed his audition too. Like he wasn't good.
At Guardians?
Yeah, he was terrible.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, and he was all fat too at that time.
Well, that was his thing. James Gunn didn't want him. The casting director was the one who recommended him. No. And he was like, no, give him a shot. And he was like, I don't want the fat dude from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And gave him a shot. And once he actually, like, did a proper audition or whatever. Oh, no. Him and Batista had to do improv. Ooh, before Drax got the role, though.
Ooh, and that wrapped it.
And once he got it, he was like, I want him.
Yeah.
And that's how it worked out.
And now they've worked, like I said, 10 years later.
This was one of my favorite Chris Pratt performances, too. He was so good in this movie. When he started crying,
I noticed later that he didn't wear his mask the whole movie. I wish we could have seen him one time at least.
I think he said it was stuck in a drawer. It was lost in a drawer somewhere.
Oh,
That's
really?
What James Gunn said. I love, and you could tell he loves this shit. He has so much like attention to detail again.
Bro. For every character.
Groot was awesome.
He didn't talk much a lot.
No, and I think that was fine though.
He didn't have a lot of moments.
I didn't want to hear from him. But the moment he had was dope. That other fight scene. With him and Chris, with him and Star-Lord.
Bro, they were so not gruesome, but they were very, very out there, bro. Mm-hmm. Nebula, whole like breaking limbs and like still fighting and all that. I don't know.
Yeah, this one wasn't for kids. That's crazy.
Low key, it was out there. It was out there. Rocket's story is way too dark for kids, too. But no, yeah, props to him. Love it. I'm gonna say, what'd you think about that final group part that we talked about?
Oh, I thought that was super cool. So at the end, at the very, very end, Groot says, "I love you guys."
He literally said, like, but it's literally Vin Diesel's voice, like.
And I guess James Gunn explained it as that was the audience being able to understand him because we're a part of the family now, which I thought was super. That's such a cool touch.
Another thing, bro, detail is insane. I feel like that one they thought on the spot. No, they didn't.
It was such an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah,
it was always so many ups and downs.
Hyder warned me about that when it was starting.
Like he'll make you laugh and then he'll make you sad as shit 3 seconds later.
Perfect for the short.
I can't remember a Marvel movie in a while that what this one did have over practically anything since Spider-Man. Because the thing with Spider-Man, what did like give me that, like when your heart's beating type shit and you're just like on edge. That was when Aunt May died. When you're just like, oh fuck,
the turning point.
Yeah, I feel like this one had like 3 of those. Not 3, but like when the otter got shot, Lila, that shit was fucking like
Rocket almost
died, and then when Star-Lord almost didn't make it at the end.
What do you think about Adam Warlock?
Preface this by saying I'm not too familiar with his comic book. If it was comic book accurate, But
What, you think he was like a MODOK character?
I thought maybe they didn't. No, he wasn't as bad as MODOK. Fuck, no, I hated MODOK. I just thought he was like unnecessary.
Okay.
But I get why he was there.
Okay.
And I feel like he compensated. Like he was, like I think he did exactly what James Gunn probably wanted him to be there for. Because James Gunn probably didn't want him there, but he had to. I feel like he was forced to write him in.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. Yeah, because of the what? No, but then James Gunn wrote all of them, though, didn't he?
But maybe he didn't want to use him for this. I don't know. You had a whole theory about it.
Yeah, well, because they had him since the first one, I believe, and then they like kind of brought him out in the second movie, and then what I had said was that James Gunn probably did have initial thoughts of having him on as the third and main villain for the third movie, but then he fucking hit the jackpot and thought of this whole Rocket backstory and finally followed through with it. So he was just like, yeah, we'll still stick with Adam Warlock because we teased him, but this is gonna be about my boy Rocket, you know.
Only thing about that though is that Rocket, like what? So I guess when he finally came up with the good screenplay, Rocket was the protagonist the entire time.
Yeah.
So that he clearly had a vision for the way the entire thing was gonna play out.
And everyone knows who James Gunn's favorite character out of the Guardians is. The homeboy.
But I mean, obviously, you know, what about the way the movie ends? Very satisfying ending too, when they're at nowhere, and then you know everybody kind of says goodbye.
Yeah.
Rocket is the new captain of the guard, which I love.
Yeah.
And then underrated part of this, but what'd you think about Rocket basically being I feel like that was a strategic move, but Rocket basically being recognized as probably like one of the 3 to 5 smartest people in the entire universe.
Cool. I could live with that. That's sick. That's cool. He deserves it.
Probably a little.
He was the prodigy, bro.
Because obviously they lost Tony, so they need another genius.
So who's the smart chops?
So it's gonna be obviously there's 2.
Ironheart.
We got Rocket now.
Ironheart, you know she's supposed to be so smart.
And obviously in the future Richard Reed.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be a main one moving forward. Hulk.
Yeah,
I guess.
But I love Rocket's character. I can see them maybe not making any more movies.
I was gonna ask.
I don't want to see Guardians without James Gunn. But that's just like that's some childish shit though. Like give somebody else a chance if they want to make it.
Well, we have seen him without James Gunn though.
What?
Russo brothers. Like when James Gunn has nothing to do with Infinity War.
Yeah, and that same article, he did say that he didn't love the way they used some of the characters
Star-Lord.
and certain things.
The whole Thanos thing with Star-Lord and then Gamora dying. Yeah. He hated that shit.
Yeah, he did. He said he would have had Star-Lord kill her when she asked or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that too.
So, and you know their jokes did hit the same though. They were just as
what?
They were themselves.
Oh, like in those movies?
Yeah, it wasn't too far off.
That's what I'm saying. But
a full movie though, and like the new group looks cool. And don't get me wrong, they could grow on me. Like Adam Warlock, Rocket, and Groot. That's a dope group. But like, I don't want to see Sean Gunn.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Sean Gunn. I don't want to see the cute
kid.
little fucking.
She has powers, huh? I wonder who that is.
No, not the little kid. The other little shit.
The pet.
What was it? Abigail said it's
a Loxtel or something like
Axolotl. There you go. It's based off. They're so smart with the fucking little stuffed puppets, man. They're so smart.
I don't know. Everything was top tier.
And there's 2 extra credit scenes. One of them says Star-Lord will return. So clearly Star-Lord will be back, but will he be back with Guardians? Like what the fuck? Because Star-Lord doesn't have powers.
Well, he's back on Earth, right?
Do you know anything about him as far as comic book wise to go?
No, everything I know is he's always running with them. So who knows? Maybe he'll be a hero by himself over here. Just help out. I don't know. Where the fuck even is he with his grandpa? You know?
I don't know. Probably like Arkansas or Richmond, Virginia or somewhere.
You know what I heard? That the new Captain America movie, not only is it getting renamed for apparent reasons, obviously, but it's supposed to be a team up movie. Like he's trying, one of the main like things about the movie is that he's gonna try to get a team together.
Oh, so they're fucking over Anthony Mackie's Captain America. See, let him have his own thing. Yeah, see, like, fucking, at this point, we'll probably get a little more into, like, what we think moving forward. But, like, they just need to do one-off movies again.
Yep.
You know, let the extra credit scenes tie.
Connection.
Let little things tie. Like even in Iron Man, like when they brought in Samuel Jackson, it still felt like he was part of Iron Man.
Yes. It wasn't like they just threw him in to get the team together.
Yeah, and now it's like it's getting annoying. Like fucking, we saw Iron Man all over Spider-Man 1. We saw Doctor Strange all over Spider-Man 3.
Yeah. What else?
And that's why I guess Spider-Man 2 might have been my favorite one out of the three.
Remember, and we were talking about this earlier, how everything's a fucking team up now.
Everything's a team up movie. Marvel's
Black Widow.
3 of them. Black Widow was
Bro, Black Widow would have been so badass if it was just like a spy thriller, like any other.
Yeah, and her and her sister is fine. Like
yeah, even then.
Her and her sister, Yelena was super dope.
She was
fucking
Florence Pugh.
The show Hawkeye, the Hawkeye show was another team up.
That show wasn't that bad actually.
It was no. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. But everything's a team up. Like, if they bring Tom Holland back, which I feel like he's gonna come back, bro.
He needs to be just him, bro.
They just let him do his own shit.
It needs to be just him.
Like,
and fighting a fucking normal villain.
Let Green Goblin fuck him up real quick.
Yeah, straight up.
Let him hang out. Let him hang out with Harry Osborn. Bro.
Yeah, like no, and I bet you Spider-Man 4 Venom movie. Spider-Man, Venom, another villain, kind of like Spider-Man 3. Nah, yeah, man.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Bittersweet. Like, we don't know what's up. Like, I don't know if who knows when the next good Marvel movie is gonna be
out. It's not gonna be the Marvels at the end of this year.
Oh fuck no. How do you feel about Adam Driver maybe being Fantastic Four?
I don't like that actually.
I don't like it either.
Because he doesn't look like him, but he's a great actor.
So. I like Adam Driver for sure.
I feel like all these actors that get into these roles after a while they start hating it. For example, he fucking ended up hating being in Star Wars.
Well, no, to be fair, it doesn't seem like any of those motherfuckers like being in Star Wars.
Yeah, that might have been a story thing, huh? A story problem.
Back to like MCU though. Even this movie was so good. Guess who praised it? I saw it was like an article on Variety. Ooh. Marvel hater, Martin Scorsese.
Oh, really?
That he hit up James Gunn saying like this was a fucking amazing project.
Hey, what the fuck? So he actually does sit down and watches the movies.
Unless it was a fake article. Here, let me make sure. Let me check my sources.
That might be. You got it off the Onion?
Imagine. That's so stupid. It said Variety. Let me see. Martin.
You know why? I know how he watches them. His daughter. She's like famous on TikTok.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah. And I think if I remember correctly, I remember her like she did a video about putting her dad onto like the Marvel shit.
Let me see. I saw it somewhere on Twitter.
You're probably dreaming, kid.
Nah, yeah, that's a dream. That's a very abstract. While I was eating Taco Bell after the movie, but no, that movie made me happy to be in the theaters. Like, I don't know, it felt cool. I don't think I had a as enjoyable movie experience.
I think James Gunn's gonna do really good at DC.
And Hatter says no. I didn't say that. I said I'm curious to see what
because he's too goofy. You're saying?
No, I'm just curious to see how he's gonna do a serious film.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Hey, no more James Gunn for Marvel and Disney ever though. You don't think so? No, huh?
Well, it's because
the whole DC thing, the deal.
I feel like he'd be down.
It's probably part of his contract. He can't. No more after this. Like that's it.
You know, let's put it this way. It definitely won't happen for a bit. Anyways, great movie overall. Fucking, if I had a letterbox that shit.
What are you giving it?
Just from a like experience standpoint, like fuck technicalities, whatever. Like, I agree, a 4. It's a 4.
I'm gonna go ahead and handle it with a 4.
Like, shit. If you're asking me 1 out of 10, how much did I enjoy it?
The average, 4.2 stars. That's so fucking high. It's ridiculous.
If I'm going off of how much I enjoyed it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going full 10. I enjoyed the fuck out of it.
The first review, a CGI raccoon just made me bawl my eyes out. This is not a movie. This is a fucking apology letter from Marvel Studios. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Nah, don't get tricked. Fuck no.
No, this is just a James Gunn project. I think that's the reason. Yeah, man, that movie was great.
I'm telling you.
Before we close it off, top 3. What we were talking about yesterday.
Top 3 MCU films?
Top 3.
Okay.
Because we were discussing whether this is a top 3. I feel like we look like those. We sound like those nerds on TikTok right now. I don't care. The Marvel guys.
Infinity War. Number 1.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna stick to what I said yesterday.
And you could have your own definition of why it makes it top. It could be for nostalgia, for example, or it could be, I mean, like anything. Why?
Infinity War. You know what? I'm gonna put it at 2.
What?
Guardians Volume 3 at 2.
Damn.
And then I'm going Cap 2 at 3. And then honorable mention Black Panther. And then you know what? I love.
Let's do top 5 then. Go.
Just out of nostalgia to a Civil War.
So Black Panther 4.
Black Panther 4 and then Civil War 5.
Infinity War, Cap 2. Iron Man 1. I'm gonna go Civil War at 4, and then Guardians 3 at 5. Civil War at 4. You know what could replace Civil War? Loki, Avengers, nostalgia.
For me, Black Panther.
Cause that was the first time we finally seen the group.
Yeah, and you're like, whoa,
what the fuck? I remember
executed properly too, like done right.
Yeah, maybe it is their costumes and all that shit. Maybe it doesn't
translate.
Yeah, to now, but everything was still fire. Like the
story. No, bro, remember how hype we were at Civil War? Like,
and you gotta keep in mind this was before the theaters had seats. Me and Hyder would go to the premieres like for 10 years, waiting in line for the 12 a.m. showing, the 10 a.m. showing, and we're like fucking 15.
Remember seeing like just that, especially Civil War. That's why I put it there too, though, because it's like
when Spider-Man,
you saw Spider-Man, you saw Black Panther, you saw Bucky, you saw them fighting each other, and then you got to see Bucky killing Iron Man's fucking parents.
And we had just came back from Vision coming on in Age of Ultron.
And then that back and forth fight scene, and ooh, it was a lot, bro.
Yeah, Civil War was cool too. And then Ant-Man comes out. We're like, what the fuck? Ant-Man goes big, remember?
And then even at the time, like, cause I've never been the biggest comic head, and I was like, what the fuck's this gay ass little Ant gonna do? And he was the one. He was like one of the low-key
OP ones.
Yeah. I think it's up there. Best trilogy for show. We already talked about it earlier, but this is definitely the best trilogy.
Yeah, by a mile.
The only comic book trilogy that tops it is Nolan. But that's Nolan.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Nolan's Dark Knight's another beast.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer coming soon.
Yes, but that new trailer, gas, the one we seen yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hype as fuck. We see my boy, my twin flame, Albert Einstein.
Twin flame?
Yeah, the same birthday.
Really?
Yeah. He's a Pisces.
Sheesh.
Guys, thank you so much. Fake D, baby. All day. Guardians 3. Yeah, we'll go watch it.
Go fucking watch it. What's coming out next? What's gonna be our next? What's the next movie coming
out?
Bro,
I've missed so many movies. I feel so bad. I'm gonna start going every Sunday. Okay.
Nah,
instead of going,
it's gonna be like church.
Instead of going out, I'm gonna just go to the movies. Cause I didn't watch Evil Dead Rise. I didn't watch.
I thought you said you watched it already.
No, never did.
Oh, that was Adrian.
What else did you watch?
Damn, dude, there's so many good movies coming out this year. Coming soon.
What else did you watch the past few weeks?
Air.
I didn't fucking watch Air.
Air's already gonna come to streaming, bro. I didn't even gotta watch that shit.
Jesus fuck.
If this is shown to James Gunn in like 5 years once we blow up, James Gunn, please, for the love of God, direct and write a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
I don't know why you say that,
bro. He could kill it.
I wonder how that new one's gonna
If he did, I feel like it's gonna be good. No, I feel like it'll be good. I trust
that. They're actual kids in that shit.
Yeah, I think Seth Rogen could do a good job. Okay. I like him. I think it'll be fine. But I wanna like.
Nah, bitch. Give me Peacemaker season 2 right now. Straight up. He's taking forever.
Oh shit.
Can't see me.
Shout out John Cena. You know John Cena auditioned originally as Shazam.
Oh really? What the fuck?
Yeah, he didn't get it, and then apparently Batista was supposed to be Peacemaker.
Ooh, that would have been cool. I think he would have handled that. But no, but John Cena.
That was a perfect role for him.
Yeah. Though. Beast.
He's so good.
Love him.
Shout out Johnny. All right, later guys.
Bye guys.